Hey, what's up? Cheap beer for you to drink. I am JJ. All right, so I'm putting together a nice video coming up soon, but it's requiring me to buy a lot of beer. So I figured, hey, a good way to save money would be just to do all the beer seltzer that's in the fridge that either people have just left over the last few months or I plan to do videos on. Either way, these were just sitting in my fridge. I had planned on doing videos for some of them. Some of them I've already done videos on. So we'll just clean out my fridge and do a quick video and save a couple bucks this week. So that way, in a couple weeks, I can buy a lot of beer at once. All right. So the first one, I guess I'll do it in this order. The last two I'm going to try. These two I'm not, and I'll tell you why. This one I'm not going to try today because we've already done a review on it, and I don't feel like opening it up and wasting a can. But someone left this over here. I don't know who was drinking the 8% Truly Extras. But out of the 8% seltzers, again, you can watch the whole review we did on this one and the black raspberry flavor, I believe. They're not as good as the regular 5% Trulies. And I want to say there is a ton of stevia. Yes, this is the one where it would have been okay had the stevia not been super strong, like they're doing in all of the Trulies as of late. The fruit punch pack, the holiday pack that came out. There's been a couple other ones. I think even the tea had a little. I don't remember. Truly has been putting a lot of stevia in there, and you could taste it. And this was one of the first ones that came out where you taste it and you're like, wow, too much stevia. Would have been a lot better at 8% because it wasn't that bad. It's a lot better than some of the other 8% seltzers. Definitely not as good as, say, the Bud Light Platinum, which I'm always going to bring up as my favorite 8% seltzers. And I can't try this one because my wife would not be happy with me. It's her last high noon, and I had some watermelon ones in the fridge that were okay. Actually, pretty decent watermelon flavor. We haven't talked about high noon seltzers on the channel, but do they even call themselves seltzers? It just says vodka with sparkling water. I guess they're not technically seltzers. More of like a mixed drink. It's carbonated water and a little bit of alcohol. I'm going to call it a seltzer, even though they don't really call themselves that. But the peach one's really good. Really good peach flavor. The watermelon flavor was okay. Not huge on watermelon, especially like the candy Jolly Rancher kind of watermelon flavors, which is kind of what it was. The peach was good. I just can't try it right now because, like I said, the wife's last one. This one I had shot a whole video on, and then I realized this is not a very good video. It was Vizzy's. They did for Pride. They over the summer they released a whole pack with packaging that looked a lot like this, and I thought it was either a new flavor or a variety pack of flavors. It wasn't. It was just this papaya passion fruit flavor, and I found this out after I bought it. And it wasn't. That's not even a new flavor, so it was just a repackaged flavor. I guess I can try this because I have a ton of these cans left, and I did the whole video on it, and it was like 4 minutes long. And I'm like, I can't release this. It's just me talking about one flavor, which is already out there. It was just in new packaging. It actually smells really good. It's been a minute since I've had these. And again, these are from over the summer. So, I mean, it's probably still fine. It's a seltzer. I've drank older stuff before. But again, 100 calories, just like all the other Vizzies. And Vizzies are really good seltzers. I was just disappointed it was the same flavor that I think came out in the second Vizzy pack. Is where you can get the passion fruit one. And yeah, it's good. Is there artificial sweetener in this? I cannot read this can. What's going on? Sparkling. It's so shiny. It's just silver on white. Sparkling water, cane sugar, natural flavors, passion fruit juice concentrate, citric acid, sodium citrate, dried acerola cherry juice. That's right. This is the one they were putting the... I forgot that's Fizzy did that. Does it even say? Because this is the one where they hyped up all the vitamin C in it. You get 20% of your daily vitamin C by drinking Fizzies. It doesn't even say that really on this one, just on the nutrition facts. Anyway, it's okay flavor. I was just disappointed that it wasn't a new flavor, just a repackaged old one. Let me finish this. Honestly, it's one of the better seltzer flavors. Really like a tropical kind of flavor. Almost what the Truly tropical punch could have been had they not loaded those things down with sweeteners. They don't have to be so sweet, Truly. Come on. And this one I had planned on doing a video on too. And I was going to compare it to Mich Ultra because it's what this reminds me of. Especially the, what is that golden one that is organic? That one, that Michelob Ultra. Because this is USDA organic, New Belgium, the purest, clean lager. 95 calories too. And low on carbs, just like Mich Ultra. This is positioned as that, except it's by New Belgium, which you don't typically see making, at least I don't think of as a brewery that makes beers like this. I know they make, New Belgium makes like Fat Tire, right? Pretty sure that that's the Fat Tire bike. And a lot of beers that I hear are really great, but I think I've had a Fat Tire once. Just not into that. I'd rather have a lighter beer, you know, the boring stuff, rather than the kind of beers that New Belgium normally makes. But nothing wrong if you like that kind of beers. I just focus on the lighter beers, the cheaper beers. This one was cheap because it was marked down. I don't know how... Oh, that's why. It's... Hopefully that was the made by date. Made in August 2020. And hopefully not when it was Best Buy. But it has been in my fridge for a while, so it is time that we try it. It probably is that old. It's only 3 months old. It's fine. New Belgium, the purest clean lager, organic, 95 calories, 3 grams of carbs, 3.8% alcohol in this 12-ounce can. That's really all it says. So if it's bad, I'll give it the benefit of the doubt and say that it's because this can is probably older than it should be. But I have a feeling it won't be bad. Okay. All right. It smells, it probably won't be that great. It's probably a little too old. I didn't realize how old it was until I started doing this video. But I'm going to imagine that a fresh can of this tastes just like a Michelob Ultra. We will see. It's just probably a little more expensive, though, coming from a brand like this, New Belgium, that you kind of associate with the more craft beers. Not that Mich Ultra is cheap by any means, but it's probably a little more pricey. And honestly, I don't even know that they still make it. I saw it, a cheap can, a single can by itself. I haven't tried it yet. All these other ones I have tried. This one will be my first taste of it. So it looks like a super light beer. It probably is. It's organic. There's a market for this, but there's already beers out there like it. So does it stand out from those? Yeah, it's actually still pretty good. What does this remind me? This reminds me of the, man, St. Archer. This tastes just like that. I don't even know that they make that anymore. It was about this time last year or maybe 2 years ago when, wow, it tastes just like that. That's exactly what it reminds me of. Is it Coors? Miller Coors, what are they called now? They made St. Archer, that gold beer and the gold cans, and they hyped it up around the Super Bowl, and then I haven't seen them since. That must have been a huge flop. Maybe they still make them. I have not seen those, but it tastes just like this. It had more. It definitely didn't taste as light. I think that's kind of what they promoted about it, is it still tastes like a beer. But it's just not the flavor that you can taste the hops, and I think that's why I don't go towards like the craft beers and the IPAs. This tastes like a lighter version of one of those. And that was my complaint with the St. Archer too. I'm pretty sure that was the name. want to feel real goofy if I'm saying that name wrong and I'm saying it a bunch. But whatever that gold can beer was, and I had the 6-pack, and then I drank them, and I didn't see them ever again. And they were okay, but it tastes a lot like this beer here. Yeah, it's actually not bad. There's a lot of people that would probably enjoy this. I just wonder if they still make it. The Purist. I do like it, even though this can is pretty old. I like it more than that St. Archer. I remember not liking that one at all. I'd rather have a Mick Ultra. And the more I drink of this one, it's actually pretty good. Pretty darn good for a light beer. I just don't know the regular price of it. Again, if they still made it, because when I bought it, it was marked down heavily. I think it was maybe 50 cents, maybe $1. I don't know. It was cheap. So I picked it up. Cleaning out my fridge. Cheap Beer for You to Drink's fridge. I have a fridge downstairs, a mini fridge that I keep most of my beers that I review in. And then I've been buying so much beer as of late that it's kind of taken up the fridge upstairs too, which I try not to do because you want to try to keep just food in the main fridge. So I've got to clean out my fridge. That's what this was. I talked about doing this video a long time ago, and I wish I would have. So I'll try to keep doing this series. This is episode 1 of cleaning out my fridge. It was fun. It was fun to get to talk about some of the beers we've already talked about in the past, and try some new ones, which I would have probably never done on video. So that was kind of cool. Yeah, I like doing this. All right, let me know what you thought in the comments down below. If you've had any of these beers, these seltzers, mostly seltzers, I guess, or whatever you call this. I'm still calling it a seltzer. It's cheap beer for you to drink. Thanks for watching. Leave your request down below. Working on a big video. I'm going to try to put out by Christmas. Kind of like a buyer's guide to my favorite beers. I think I'm going to do my favorite beers. We used to do this top 5 up here, but I have not updated it, so I just kind of marked it clean. But I think I'm going to do right now, my top favorite beers. And we'll see what those are. Maybe do some taste tests. We'll see. I'm coming up with the idea now, but that should be pretty fun. Other than that, leave your request down below if you see anything new coming out. There hasn't been anything new in a while. The Twisted Pretzel was the first new beer I've seen in a couple months. Yeah. It's cheap beer for you to drink. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next week.